Good morning and welcome to Wednesday's Word, which comes to you from Carlton Community Church in Nottingham. Wednesday's Word. Today's word is seasons. And we know that when God created the heavens and the earth, He created the earth with seasons. Spring and summer, autumn and winter. And in the agricultural aspect of our world, seasons are very important. Springtime, beginning of a fresh sowing of seed into the soil. Summer, nice and warm. We all like summer. But it's a season that brings on the product. And then, of course, we have autumn, which is a season of harvest. And then we have winter, which I think not many of us really enjoy our winters. But they are an essential part of the agricultural system where we live. As in the natural, so in the spiritual, there are seasons from God. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And recently, in my daily Bible reading plan, I've been reading through some of the lives of people in the Old Testament, particularly from the beginning of Genesis. And I was just inspired that the people understood in the events happening around their lives, the seasons they were in, they were ordained by God. And I was stirred by Hannah, who was a godly woman. You can read about her in 1 Samuel chapter 1, 2, and 3. A godly woman. She worshipped God and was faithful to Him. But there was a season in her life where God had closed her womb. She couldn't have any children, which brought her great distress. But even in those days, that season of distress, she still went to the house of the Lord. She still worshipped. And in that season of difficulty, she still maintained her prayer life. And one of her prayers was that God would open her womb and give her children. And we know that God gave her a son named Samuel, and she named him Samuel because his name means, I have asked of God for him. And I want to say to you today, in that difficult and dark winter season of her life, she maintained her spiritual discipline. She kept doing the things that she knew she should do in the relationship she was developing with her God. And then I think of Joseph, who's a great example to us, who in a season of his life, which we know now was ordained by God, and when we get to the end of Genesis, I think it's chapter 50, he understood then that the season he went through, which was a season where everything appeared to go wrong, his brothers hated him. They couldn't say a kind word about him. Their attitude towards him was terrible. And then he went down to Egypt, sold as a slave, and he was wrongly accused, and then he was wrongly imprisoned. But in all the wrong things happening around his life, Joseph kept on doing what was right. He kept on serving God. He kept on maintaining a pure heart. He kept on maintaining worship in the Lord. And we know that through the process, through the season of around 13 years of living like that, in the end, he came into a season of great blessing and prominence. And what he learned in that season, God used in that season of abundance. And I want to encourage you today as a child of God, whatever season you may find yourself in, know this: your season is ordained by God. And your season is one where God is at work. He is stripping away things that need to be stripped away, or He is breaking up the soil of your heart to sow fresh seed. Be encouraged that, as Paul said, that he learned to be content in whatever situation he found himself in. Trust in the Lord. He is the great farmer. He knows all about the soul of your heart, and He is working in you. Jesus said these wonderful words, I shall never leave you nor forsake you. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. God bless you. Have a wonderful day, and hopefully I will see you next week.